Well, moving on to the other big story we've been tracking for the past 3 days, that CPM meet in Kozhikode. At the end of 3 days of deliberations at there, the CPM has decided to actually Ekla Chalo Re or go it alone. Now, of course, they will hold hands with other left parties, but after the third front experiment of 2009, which failed to get off the ground, the CPM has decided to keep a distance from regional parties and, of course, the Congress and the BJP. The slogan coming out of this Congress is a left and democratic front, but that front is not an electoral front.
All I can tell you in shorthand, left and democratic alternative is an alternative of social sections and different sections of people and their issues as a fundamental policy alternative to the Congress and BJP's neoliberal and communal agendas. And therefore, our job is the independent mobilization by the party and reaching out to all these sections for a broad left and democratic press. Only CPM is not there. Many other left, progressive people, groups, individuals. So we are going to work for a mobilization, nothing to do with elections.
Let's go across to Monadeepa for this now. Well, Monadeepa, after 3 days, what has been the final outcome of the deliberations?
Well, there's another 3 days of meetings to go, so we'll have to really wait to see what the final outcome is. But at the moment, one of the most important documents of the CPM, which is the political resolution, that has been adopted yesterday after 2 days of discussion. And that is where these details emerge. The detail about how the CPM is virtually planning to go it on its own. Ekla Chalo Re. Of course, there will be, they will keep, their contacts with other left and democratic parties like the CPI, the RSP and the Forward Bloc. They will, as you heard Brinda Karat say, associate with like-minded left organizations, but it is not an electoral alliance. So what we asked Brinda Karat is what is your strategy for the next Lok Sabha elections? And that is when she talked about the Left Democratic Alliance, but she said it's not an electoral alliance. So there seems to be a little lack of clarity on what the strategy is going to be for the next general elections whenever they come around. But this is the CPM's position. The third front or the third alternative that they had talked about in 2009 has been trashed already. So what they're looking for is something different, but the plans for the elections still don't seem very clear.
Right, Monadeepa, in these 3 days, we've also seen a talk about what's happening within, how they come out as a united front. And Karat making that statement saying that it's not a party of alcoholics.
Well, certainly that is one line that really got the party talking. But there was mention in their political organizational report about the kind of problems that beset, some black sheep in their 10 lakh members. And those problems include alcoholism, sexual harassment, bribe taking, and a hankering for, tickets to parliament. So, these are problems that the party has identified. These are some complaints the party has received, and the party, according to Mr. Prakash Karat, is determined to take action against these issues. In fact, on the sexual harassment point, we asked Brinda Karat about it yesterday when she met the press, and she said very categorically that any complaint of sexual harassment by party members would be very strictly dealt with.
Do you have the NDTV Profit app? All the markets, all the news and your own homemade, ready-made portfolio available there for you.
We will right now answer what you should sell, what you should buy when markets are down.
Download at ndtvprofit.com/apps. Get the best app from the channel you trust.